Hello and welcome to CryptoTV. This is Manoj Dara. And today in Budget 2022 discussion, we have invited a very special guest. He's Mr. Subbu Joyce, founder Origraph. Subbu, welcome to CryptoTV.
Hi, thanks for putting me
So if you can just highlight your quick takeaways of 2022 budget, कितना positive रहा है और यहाँ से लेके what are the key takeaways from this budget, Subbu?
I think this is more a national budget on technology. If you look at the entire gamut of things,
Sure.
whether it is agriculture or even in which they have introduced drones, agri-drones. They've spoken about the national education policy being touched upon and the impact of technology on that. You take the healthcare thing, again, there's a lot of technology in that, in the national health ID. If you look at it from a very high-level perspective, the entire government infrastructure, whether it is education or agriculture or health or what we already are into, which is the financial sector, all of them are following the same decentralized distributed model, which will mean that a very strong impetus for blockchain and DLT technologies,
Sure.
as well as drone technologies wherever it is possible.
So as you have mentioned,
AI.
so as you have mentioned that it's a very optimistic budget, budget 2022 as well. So there was one word that was mentioned by the finance minister is CBDCs, and they will be the CBDCs will be rolled out in 2022-23 with the help of blockchain technology. So how do you read this statement, sir?
It's a very ambitious statement given the current state of things. In a sense, while DLT technologies is more suitable for this, and which is what even China has used, using the blockchain technology may not be the right choice from a technical perspective because it has scaling issues.
Okay.
That being said, there is a lot, but the vision is right, the direction is right. Maybe affixing the technology at this point of time may be a bit ambitious.
So if you can just suggest if there is any alternate technology which the government should adopt as of now, if you have anything in your mind. We built Origraph to meet these type of contingencies and situations. All right, we'll pass on this message. If the government is definitely, if we are able to do that, then definitely we'll pass on this message to the government. So there was one more announcement, that has actually, which is we are trying to understand what is the implications. They have taxed virtual assets at 30%. So I mean, it's a proposal and it can be rolled back as well, as we have seen in the past. What is your reading on this, Subbu?
I think they're trying to regulate the cryptocurrencies and speculative, movement of cryptocurrencies. When they tax it so high, obviously speculation will come down, which is, I think, what the government is doing, which is in a sense is right, and also you will also remove the shaft from the grain.
Sure, absolutely. But were you expecting this kind of 30-odd% tax been proposed?
Well, we already have, I think, 30% of capital gains tax in the short term.
Sure.
So it's in the same range.
So is it correct to say that by announcing 30% on tax on the virtual asset segment, so are they trying to remove the ambiguity which was there कि शेयर आया और ये actually ये announcement आ गया और यहाँ से लेके there is a bright future and a step towards legalizing this asset class, Subbu?
I think with this, technically they're legalizing this asset class. They're taxing the gains on it, which means like you have the same rate of capital gains on, say, purchase and sale of real estate or many of the other assets. They're charging the same rate, right? So
sure.
Technically, they're legalizing it in a sense.
Sure, absolutely. It's a big statement, coming in from Mr. Subbu Joyce that it's a step in right direction, and he is hoping that this is a step towards legalizing it. But Subbu, my last question to you is, there was one more announcement, which has come out that they will levy a TDS of 1% on the transaction. What will be the implication of this move? And second, will it impact the trading volumes in India, or it will have a trading volume flight?
No, I think both of these measures are good measures, and Their intent is to, one, bring in some sort of regulation by which they can track who's transacting, and all the exchanges can officially become compliant, and also the government collects its tax revenue, sort of. More importantly, and which is the right measure to do, I think, is reducing speculative investments in this, which will also mean that the overall market gets regulated.
So this budget 2022, how much rating you will give this government on scale of 1 to 10?
I would say, for the measures that they have taken, especially from a tech perspective and a power futuristic budget, almost I would say 9.5.
Fantastic, Subbu. Thank you so much for joining and speaking to us and giving a very optimistic statement, that the government is hoping to regulate this sector and legalize this asset, which was widely tracked, and we were hoping that, this steps going forward will have a positive implications on this cryptocurrency industry. Thank you so much, Subbu.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Manoj.